we're going to check our homework first. Okay, so we will start with Victor's work. Here he is. Okay, so Victor did the word audition. He said, tomorrow is your audition. Get ready. Good job, Victor. This picture you made is very creative. And Victor changed the word create to creative, which is a great idea and a very good use of the word creative. The next word was elevate. Victor used elevation. That building's elevation is very tall. Good job, Victor. Eliminate. You were eliminated. A simple sentence, but it is a good use of eliminate or eliminated. Our next word is engage. Ben tried to engage her mother in the talk so she would forget about his test results. Excellent. A nice long sentence from Victor. Having the weekend entranced Ben. I think we could have been a little more specific there. Maybe, Victor, you could have given us a little bit of information about what about the weekend entranced Ben. I don't know if just having a weekend would entrance you. That seems, weekends are pretty routine, but maybe if you went to the circus on the weekend, you would be entranced. Or maybe if you went on a camping trip, you would be entranced. So a little more information on that sentence would be good. Essential. Eating is an essential to growing. And here we are missing some more information. So eating is an essential act. It's not just an essential, it's an essential act. It's something you must do if you want to grow. So let's add the word act. And foremost. Your life is the most foremost thing ever. Victor, the word foremost, it's called a superlative, meaning it is the most extreme degree. Therefore, you use it by itself. There's no most foremost. Foremost means the number one thing. So we're not going to add most to it. Use foremost on its own. Okay, nice work, Victor. Let's go on to Mr. Logan, see how he did. Okay, first sentence. Many people auditioned for the 8th grade play yesterday. Good job. Film companies now don't create as many movies as they did before due to COVID. And Logan, I really like the way you include detail in your sentences, and they're pretty lengthy, which is good. The water in the toilet elevated at a very fast pace. Nice work. I would like to eliminate virtual PE. Yes, I think you were talking about that last week, weren't you?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Okay. He tried to engage himself on the train by reading a book. Excellent work. He was very entranced when his favorite singer appeared on TV. Okay, good job. I don't know about the use very here, Logan. Entranced is such an extreme state of being. If you know what I mean? If you're entranced, you are fully engaged. It would be hard to be very entranced. It's one of those words that are extreme. So we use them by themselves.
It already has extreme, so we don't need that.
Exactly. He was entranced is enough. You cannot live without essentials. That is true. Jeff Kinney is a foremost American author. Okay, a foremost American author. Excellent job on that, Logan. Good for you. Let's move on to Owen. Audition. I like the way Owen put the word before the sentence. Very detailed. Good for you, Owen. Our teacher said that auditions for the school play would be held next week. Nice work. Create. George and Harold are creative and making comic books. Nice work. Elevate. Miss Singerbrains asserted that she couldn't elevate the purple potty up 3 flights. From Captain Underpants and the Big Bad Battle of the Bionic Booger Boy. Nice work, Owen. Eliminate. He decided to eliminate his science class since I would change has a meeting to, what would we change it to? He had. Yeah, because past tense. Since he had a meeting going on. Engage. Uncle Gary got engaged to his girlfriend, Sonia. From Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Ugly Truth. Nice job. Entrance. We went out on an entrance. We went out on an entrancing trip to Columbus, Ohio. Good job. Essential. Essential supplies for the project include rubber bands. Excellent sentence. Foremost. J.K. Rowling was a foremost writer. Nice job. We could even say J.K. Rowling is a foremost writer, but you're right, there hasn't been a new book, so we'll say was. Owen, that was excellent work. We'll move on to Elsa. Audition. The producer plans to audition dancers tomorrow morning. Nice job, Elsa. Create. You can create something more glorious than the championship. Nice work. Elevate. Elevate your head as you sleep. Good sentence, Elsa. Eliminate. In order to buy them, the school board had to eliminate geography. The only suggestion I would have here is perhaps to tell us what them is. So for example, in order to buy new equipment for the gym, the them is a little vague. If we use specific words, our sentence would be stronger there. Engage. How can the international community engage with this? Excellent work there. And entrance. Okay, and I think Elsa, used entrance. This entrance is worth a lot. However, I think that the lesson word was entrance. To be entranced, to be excited and involved. If you're in trance, it's as if you're in a trance. You're so excited that you're super focused on whatever is holding your attention. So the word was entrance. Essential. After passing water, it is essential to wash your hands. Excellent work. Foremost. Make your personal safety the foremost concern. Excellent sentence there. Good job from Elsa. Way to go. Nice work. And now we'll turn to Max. Okay, audition. One time I was walking through the hallways and I saw people audition for a play. Nice job, Max. I might substitute one time for once. Once is a bit more concise. Once I was walking through the hallway would make your sentence stronger instead of one time. Create. Sometimes my teacher tells the class to create a project. Good work. Elevate. The elevator elevates me to the last floor. Excellent. Max used two different forms of the word elevate. Good for you. Eliminate. I eliminate the old cloth upstairs in my room's closet, hanging. I eliminate, I think you want to say, I eliminate the old cloth hanging upstairs in my room's closet. In the placement of the word hanging is not correct. I think this makes more sense there. Engage. I always try to keep myself engaged. Excellent work, Max. The circus made the audience, I'm going to add a D to entranced. Something can make you entranced. It can also keep the audience entranced. The circus kept the audience entranced. Kept is perhaps a better use of a verb other than made. Yeah, kept goes with entranced, but that's a really good example of something that would cause people to be entranced, a circus. Essential. When you are going on a trip, remember to bring your essentials. Excellent job. Foremost. Food, water, and shelter is foremost. Food, water is foremost. You know what? Let's add foremost to human survival. Our sentence would be stronger if we said foremost to what, right? So for example, doing your homework and studying is foremost to succeeding at school. Give a little bit more information after foremost. Max, you did a wonderful job this week. Way to go. Good work. Okay, let's go back and we are going to continue with our lesson. We are on the questions. We are on 19A. Here we go. 19A. Okay, so what we're going to do is choose two phrases to form a sentence that correctly uses a word from word list 19. So there are two phrases here that will form a proper sentence. So let's start with Logan, number 1.
Essentials are the things considered necessary.
Exactly. Good job, Logan. Owen. Number 2, Owen.
All right. To recognize a piece of work is to know and remember it.
Exactly. We'll move on to Victor, number 3. Oops, Victor, number 3. Sorry, Victor. Okay, Victor, here you go. Victor, are you there?
Yeah.
Number 3, please.
A traditional custom is one that is passed down over time.
Exactly. Good job. Elsa, number 4.
A creation is something produced for the first time.
Nice work, Elsa. Max, number 5.
To entrance is to delight.
Exactly. To entrance is to delight. Number 6, Logan.
To forsake someone is to turn one's back on that person.
Exactly. Number 7, Owen.
Okay. Elimination of something is getting rid of it.
Exactly. Good job, Owen. Victor, number 8.
To engage someone is to hire that person.
That's right. Good for you. Number 9, Elsa.
A source is no. A tour is a journey around the place.
Exactly. When we take a tour, we view a place. Good job. Right now, we are going to replace each phrase in bold print with a single word or a form of the word from the word list. So we might have to change the word a bit. Max, can you do number 1, please?
I hope to one day be one of the world's
So we need to find a word that means greatest and most important.
foremost
Excellent.
experts on black holes.
Good for you, Max. Logan, number 2.
My parents' anniversary party, a trio sang popular songs from the 60s and 70s.
Beautiful work, Logan. Owen, number 3.
We were able to locate the foremost of the river by following it and hiking up the mountains.
So we need to find a word that means the place that was at the beginning.
Source.
The source of the river, yeah. That's the place where the river begins. Nice work, Owen. Victor, to get rid of. The exterminator's job was to get rid of.
The exterminator's job is to eliminate the rats from the warehouse.
Good. In number 5, we're going to find a word that means promise to each other in marriage. Elsa. What are we doing if we promise to each other in marriage, Elsa?
I don't know.
Sometimes people get a diamond ring when this happens. And they say, I am
Entranced.
It starts with an E. It's not entranced, but you get a diamond ring and you say, we are engaged. So can you use that in number 5? My cousin Becca.
My cousin Becca and Julian Molors, her friend from grade school. What's grade school?
It's elementary school, grades 1 to 6.
From grade school to each other and marriage on June the 1st.
Yes, they became engaged on June 1st. When you become engaged, you promise to marry each other. Thank you, Elsa. Max, number 6, put at a higher level.
Because I'm so short, I have to elevate. I have
Good
to
job.
elevate every piano stool I sit on.
Nice work, Max. Let's go back to Logan. Easily affected by romantic feelings.
I always cry at weddings because I'm so entranced.
Entranced.
Sentimental.
Sentimental. If we're talking about emotions, it's sentimental. Nice work, Logan. Owen, number 8. Sequoia, brought into being for the first time. This one is a bit tricky. What word are you going to use for brought into being for the first time? It's tricky, but it's not that difficult.
Create.
Yes. Use it in the sentence.
I didn't leave. The power must have cut out on my side.
Okay. Did you want to do number 8 so I can hear you again?
All right. Sequoia created a written language for the Cherokee people.
Nice work, Owen. Number 9, Victor admits the existence of.
Is it recognized?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you use it in the sentence? You might have to change it a bit.
The government recognized the need of laws to protect the wetlands.
Yes. So it will either be the government recognizes or the government recognized, right? Number 10, Elsa, short performances that people
Elsa's
give.
not here.
performances that people gave who were trying out. Let's have Max do that one.
The short the audition for the us or
For the orchestra.
lasted all day.
Nice work. Logan, delightful and pleasurable.
We returned again and again to Trinidad because the island is so entranced.
Would it be just so entranced?
So
entrancing, right?
Also entrancing.
The island is entrancing. Nice work, Logan. So now what we're going to do is we're going to find out the letter or letters next to each correct answer. So you have a word list word, a word from the word list, and you're going to decide whether A, B, C, D, or more than one of them perhaps, says the correct meaning of the word. So let's start with Owen. Which one of the following might one audition for?
All right. A job in a band and a part in a play.
Good job. Victor, which of the following is essential for college?
Good grades.
Anything else?
Possibly a passport.
Graduation from high school. We can't go to college. We can't get to college unless, we've got
a little higher than college. It was university that was higher than college.
Yeah, so you've got to finish high school before you can move on. It's essential. Number 3, Max. Which of the following are birthday traditions?
Blowing out candles, getting presents, having cake.
Excellent.
A, C, B.
A, B, and C. Wait, no, A, B. Yeah, A, B, and C. Good. Which of the following might one tour, Logan?
You could tour a museum and a zoo.
Exactly. I don't know about a precipice. Might be kind of dangerous. What do you think?
Yeah, it kind of be dangerous to tour.
What is that? What is a precipice?
A cliff.
A cliff.
A steep.
Don't you
cliff.
remember?
Okay, good job. That was Logan, right? Now we'll go to Owen to find out which one of the following might one forsake.
My one forsake.
Mm-hmm.
One's friends, one's family, and that's all.
Exactly. Which of the following might elevate one's spirits? Victor.
Being hailed by a friend.
Good. Anything else? If your spirits are elevated, you feel good. You feel a bit relieved, a bit excited.
Possibly a pessimistic remark.
A pessimistic is negative. A pessimistic remark would be,
more, just being hailed by a friend.
how about finishing a lot of work?
That's stressing.
That is a relief of stress. So when the work is finished, if you've got 10 pages of homework to do one night, your spirits are probably a little down. But when you finish it, wow, I'm finished. Now I get to play my game. Now I get to play chess. Your spirit is elevated when you finished your work. Max, which one of the following might entrance a child?
A red balloon, a funny
Mhm.
clown, and a threatening gin.
Threatening. Max, are you kidding? Yeah, threatening is kind of
To
mean.
that threatening thing.
Threatening is kind of mean. I don't think a child would be delighted by something that's threatening. Okay, number 8. Let's have Logan tell us which should one eliminate for good health?
Eating unhealthy foods.
Exactly. The others are things we need.
Those are the good stuff.
They are the essentials, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got some words in bold print, and we're going to replace those words by using a word from the word list. So in number 1, oh wait, no,
Hey, we did this.
no, we've done that. We're moving on here. Prefixes, okay. So what is a prefix? A prefix is a word part that is written in front of a main word. It's a little word part that goes before the main word. So we're going to look at each word and we're going to look at their meaning, and we're going to try and find out if try is a prefix in that word. The prefix try means 3. It comes from the Greek language and the Latin language. Try means 3 in Greek and Latin. A triceratops is a large 3-horned dinosaur. But the letters try at the beginning of a word do not always function as a prefix. Sometimes a word just happens to begin with these 3 letters. So you can have try at the beginning of a word and it cannot be a prefix. It is only a prefix if it is referring to 3 things. If it is referring to 3 elements, then try is a prefix. So we're going to have a look at these words and we're going to try and figure out, is try a prefix or not with that word? Logan, can you start with number 1?
Try has meaning in triangle.
So Logan, can you read triangle and read the meaning and tell us if it's a prefix?
Triangle, a figure with 3 straight sides. Yeah, try has meaning in triangle.
You mean try is a prefix there. It's a prefix because it means 3. Number 2, Owen, read it, please.
Trillion. 1,000 billion.
Is try a prefix there?
Yes, because 1,000 billion, 1,000, 3 zeros.
1,000 billion, 3 zeros. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, number 3. Let's go on to Victor.
Triplets. 3 babies born at the same birth. Yes, it is a prefix.
Good. Max, number 4.
Trial. A case heard in a court of law. It's not a prefix.
No, it's not. Good job. Number 5, Logan.
Tricycle, a child's bike with 3 wheels. Yes, try is a prefix.
Okay, good job. Number 6. That is, was it just you, Victor?
No,
Okay, pardon me?
it's Owen's turn.
Owen, number 6.
A trident, 3-pointed star. Definitely, it's a prefix.
It's a prefix. Max. Oh no, Victor, number 7.
Tricolor. A flag with 3 bands or blocks of color.
Exactly. Number 8. Max.
Trio. A group of 3. It is a prefix.
Yes. Number 9. Logan.
Tribe, a group of families ruled by a chief. No, it doesn't have any meaning.
No. Number 10. Owen.
All right. Triplicate. Made in 3 copies. Right.
Very nice, Owen. Victor next.
Tripod. A 3-legged stand. Yes, it is a prefix.
Very good. And Max.
Trickle. This is the last one.
Yes, it is number 12.
Okay. Trickle. To flow slowly than a thin stream. No. It's not a prefix.
It's not a prefix. I am thinking of number 2, trillion. Owen, I think you did that one, and I don't think it's a prefix because it does not refer to 3.
Triplicate. I did triplicate.
Oh, someone did trillion, and I would say that is not a prefix.
Yeah, if it was a prefix, then
Oh,
it'd be 3 billion.
Yeah, it's not a prefix. It's just the beginning of that word. Good job, guys. So that gives us a really good understanding of try when it means 3. Okay, I think we're on our reading story now. And the passage is about Martha Graham, artist and teacher. So I'll read it first and then we'll take turns after. Martha Graham, artist and teacher. Freedom, free to be what you want to be and free to do what you want to do. That's all Martha Graham wanted, but it wasn't easy. She was a dancer who went on to become one of the foremost artists of her time. She was also recognized as one of the greatest teachers of modern dance. But before she could do any of this, Martha Graham had to change the rules. Before Martha Graham's time, dance as a serious art form meant French, Russian, and Russian ballet. Ballet had remained largely unchanged since the 19th century. It told stories that were often sentimental and far removed from the real world. The dance steps followed fixed patterns of movement. Female dancers wore traditional tight-waisted costumes with short skirts and tights. Their stiffened ballet shoes enabled them to dance on their toes. Music was usually classical. It was often written especially for the ballet. Martha Graham began by eliminating from her dances everything she felt was unnecessary. What remained was a new kind of dance, stripped to its essentials. It used bare stage settings and the simplest of costumes. Her dancers were usually barefoot and wore loose, flowing clothes. Her subjects were drawn from a great variety of sources. They included Native American life, American history, and the poetry of Emily Dickinson. She tried to develop a kind of dance that expressed human feelings along with telling a story. Martha Graham's lifelong interest in dance began in 1912. At the age of 17, she saw Ruth St. Denis perform in San Francisco as part of her American tour. St. Denis was heavily influenced by Japanese, Indian, and Spanish dances. Graham was entranced by what she saw. She began taking dancing lessons. When she was 22, she successfully auditioned for the Denishawn Dance Company. The company was run by Ruth St. Denis and her husband, Ted Shawn. Graham stayed with the company for 7 years. She became one of its leading dancers. In 1924, Martha Graham decided to forsake the life of a performer for a while. She concentrated on teaching and developing her own style of dancing. And 2 years later, she returned to the New York stage, bringing with her a trio of female dancers who had been her best students. With these 3 dancers, she formed the Martha Graham Dance Company, and over the next few years, the company grew much larger. She preferred women dancers. Not until 1938 did she engage male dancers to appear on stage with her. Modern dance, she once said, isn't anything in my mind except one thing: the freedom of women in America. Her last public performance took place in 1969 when she was 74 years old. She had won over all her critics. She had elevated modern dance to a new American art form. When she died in 1991, she was at work creating a new dance for her company. Martha Graham was 96 years old. That unfinished work, The Eyes of the Goddess, was performed by her company shortly after her death. The performance was a tribute to one of America's greatest artists.